they were cool with Omega way before the Gen Zers took over.
The set of characters is real strange.
Yeah, I saw that it's mostly letters and Omega and Infinity, and presumably a couple other random ones.
I think it's the letters except for vowels, plus numbers.
I mean,
plus a set of symbols.
Vowels out makes sense given the possible confusion with numbers, and I think all of those are vowels. As an item.
Right, plus some symbols which are just from all over the place.
Yeah. But the symbols do look all unique. I think that might be the way that it was determined. It was like, let's find a set of symbols that all look unique.
Yeah, exactly. So Jared, what am I trying to say? The music to this game, it's another one of those, like, there's nothing wrong with it, and some of it is pretty good, but, like, it's nothing to write home about. Like, it is neither remarkably good nor remarkably bad. It is just some of the music of all time.
It is no Dark Eyes Battlegate.
It's no Dark Eyes Battlegate. That is our, like, metric now. So, I did a thing. Wait, I actually don't want... Yeah, this map sucks. Camu too. I'll make a new Camu map. I did a thing which I already regret, which I guess we'll get to see once I get an area that's actually remarkable. Okay, there's a Smolston here. Let me at least put that in the... There we go. Gold nuggets are mixed with the gravel. It's only a dream, isn't it? See, I think that... Yeah, I think that you weren't... dang it, I don't remember. Anyway, you were saying something about... Well, yeah, the guide was like, there's gold there, but actually it's just there's a message about gold and no actual gold.
This music reminds me a little bit of King's Knight music, which was one of the first Nobuo Uematsu compositions, and now I'm wondering if this is one of his early compositions as well.
Oh. I missed it. Did you finally put in one of those passwords? Yes, Speclad, last time I did. And yeah, it loaded quite completely. It even remembered like your amount of experience and like it was an absolutely perfect load, which explains why the passwords are so damned long and have a weird... I think there are 32 characters, so each is 5 bits. There's some interaction with this. Does there exist a first-gen Game Boy game that has good music? Asked Jared in chat. Tetris, yo, Tetris. The hell are you talking about?
Yes, but Tetris music is just Russian folk music, so...
Yes? Are you saying that enhanced Russian folk music isn't good music? Are you gonna... We gonna have an argument about Mussorgsky?
I'm suggesting that it's not original music.
Fair enough. Have a weg. She wants to tell me something, but she doesn't know how to use her words.
The game is not listed on Nobuo Uematsu's page, Wikipedia page, so I suspect that means he did not compose this. When I went to the Wikipedia page for The Sword of Hope, it just doesn't list who does the music. So.
Probably nobody did the music, they just found it. I don't think you can do a normal attack.
Music, like found footage.
Exactly. Have a beige fire.
The like style of battle reminds me very much of Dragon Quest.
This definitely... Well, no, wait. No. I was about to say this definitely predates Dragon Quest, but no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It absolutely doesn't.
So, if you there's a 0% chance... Oh, I got Beige Fire 4. There's a 0% chance, but if you had ever played a Mac Venture game, one of the early graphical adventure games that were for, like, the first-gen black and white Macs, this is clearly inspired by that. There's, like, absolutely no question. Okay,
well,
so...
I suspect that everything, like, even the battles, do you mean? Or do you mean just, like, the rest?
No. Just the interface and, like, the way you look around and that kind of thing.
I suspect the battles are heavily influenced by Dragon Quest, which was one of the earliest, if not, like, the earliest
So look
major
at
JRPGs.
the thing that I've done. Look at the thing that I've done. I've done a thing. my map. Oh yeah, you can't see it, Molly.
Yeah, I can see it on the stream.
Yeah. So now I can map in 8 directions. I have an 8-direction mode in my map, and I implemented it for this fucking game.
Because when were you ever going to need a mapping that has 8 directions?
I apparently just can't hit this orc.
Yeah, this battle screen is literally just the Dragon Quest battle screen. Like, everything about it.
I think one of the real gimmicks of this game is that attack all spells always attack all, including you. Is that
wow?
Is that
that's not a Dragon Quest thing, as far as I know.
Like this game, I mean,
that's cool. I like it.
But
it's also horrible.
It has very particular gimmicks that are very particular to this game. Now, I don't even know if like this is chessboard consistent, so we're just gonna hope, basically. Oops, definitely didn't mean to do that. So what?
You're hoping basically that a diagonal step is 1 step in each direction always.
I've clearly made a terrible error. Because I can't put an exit on the northwest. What? How have I even managed to screw this up?
You're talking about the mapper, right?
Yeah, the mapper. Yeah. Just FYI, the level 3 spells will also... Oh, yeah, Specklad. Yeah. So there's a probability that I think any spell level will hit you.
Is it possible that probability is also influenced by your magic stat?
Probably. But you don't, like, it's not like you can choose your... Yeah, you can't do anything about your magic stat, so...
Sure, but my point being, like, maybe at some point level 3 spells won't also possibly
toggle
attack
exit
in the future.
Is it state.rotate that's going wrong? Is it toggle exit that's going wrong? That direction is northwest. So if I'm, say, looking north, we're doing live debugging here. I hope you wanted this, because that's what we're doing.
Live debugging. We're listening to live debugging.
Yes, northwest is west of north. What an obvious statement. Northwest is west of north, y'all.
Is that like east of Eden?
Yep. I genuinely have no clue how I managed to this up. Okay, I'm not live debugging this. I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
What does Beige fire?
I have no idea. It's tornado. It's tornado, and they named it They named it Bag E Fire. It is. I have absolutely no clue what happened there.
Oh yeah, Beige fire. Bage fire.
The first time we got that spell, I spent like 2 minutes trying to find any, like, what does this name mean? Why is it beige fire? I couldn't, like, it makes absolutely zero
Maybe
sense.
Like, so if you see a fire in the distance, it's throwing up a bunch of dust. Or not a fire, sorry, a tornado in the distance throwing up a bunch of dust. If you looked at it and didn't know what was going on, maybe you would mistake it for a beige fire.
So dark you can't see well. It is a hole. Hit the hole. Swish, don't hit it. Great, thanks. Physically draw maps? Are you kidding me, Unsingable? Is this some kind of joke?
Don't you have graph paper?
For Phantasy Star, I did it on graph paper.
Yeah.
And that is why I wrote Dunkard. I will never repeat that experience again, even if it means screwing up diagonals and having to figure things out. Great, cool, thank you. Okay, this is the evil spring.
Wow.
Trust me.
Women in ponds handing out swords.
God, I wish she was handing out a damn sword. She's a Lamia. I guess I'll call it Lamia Spring instead of Evil Spring. Ow. See, that was an attack all, and it hurt me. And it didn't even hurt her enough for it to be worth it, so that was profoundly stupid of me.
And now you're almost dead. Strip MP, Strip All. I like Strip All.
Strip All is a good spell, but it's one of those games where, like, the effect is good, but for almost all enemies, it's not worth wasting a turn on it. You're better off just keeping up the attack.
So you just like Strip All of the enemies?
It reduces their stats. It strips them of their statistics.
By stats, you mean clothing.
Yes, yeah, which obviously is what I've said every time. But just to be clear, as well, I can't show this here, but there's also Pillage D and Pillage S. So you've got many other options.
So you got strip and pillage.
Yes,
and you can pillage either end.
So anyway, that's this video game.
Everything is 8 characters or less.
What a shock.
It's a upside... What? I would call that a Dell. What? Or there's a name for that, right?
Probably.
What is that called in
inverted delta? And yeah, the symbols are not like Greek characters. They're just symbols, and some of them are accidentally Greek characters.
It's called a Nabla.
The finest ass pillager this side of Westeros, says Jared in chat. Sure. Athled suggests
I like Specklad's suggestion, but no.
Now that I want to show the magic in a battle, I'm not going to get any battles.
Yeah. You can find that Lamia again. You know Camus? Then I can help you cross.
Well, here's a battle. Okay, so I can pillage D.
Yeah. Pillage
and
HD.
I can pillage S.
Pillage S. Yeah.
And I can raise D. And I can strip. I can strip the enemy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's not really stripping everybody. It says all. It's not just.
No, it strips everything. It strips all of the it strips all of the clothing from the enemy.
I see.
If B is boiled egg, what is W egg? At Jared in chat. Well, they're just beg and weg. Yeah. They're just they all totally strip it. But I'm gonna pillage that D.
As one does, yeah. Dexterity.
Theo is affected by the poison.
The poison just makes it, well up inside.
Does it now?
I mean, hence the affected, yes.
I don't know why I'm insisting on just regular attacks rather than using magic that actually works. You can also raise S, says Speculated Chat, but I can't find a way to make that funny.
Sexy time.
You can raise sexy time. And by the way, the battle frequency, in case you haven't already noticed, is outrageous.
Is Dragon Quest-ish, yes.
But the worst part is, because the enemies can sort of block and exit, you can get, I have gotten as many as 8 battles just while attempting to walk from one tile to the next. So, not even within the same tile. I'm just trying to walk. Okay, so I believe east was this stupid cave with a stupid rock in it. This is a dimly lit tunnel. You feel strange, do I now? Raise sus, says Jared in chat.
Stonewall.
Suddenly a black thing races to appear from behind the rock. It's an imp. I know what the bug is. I know what the bug is. I know what the bug is. I know what the bug is with the map. I know what the bug is. Well, that's what we're doing now.
What was the bug?
So I the thing that I am checking in the corner, I was anticipating northeast and southwest movements, but you have to check for all 4 in a corner because you're in a corner. So I should have been checking for northeast, southwest, northwest, and southeast. It's only a display issue. It's not the data is correct. Yep. Yep.
I do like the battle music.
It's fine.
I mean, it's a relatively short loop.
Yeah,
like
exactly. It's a short loop, but there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, well, we're gonna do this now. I am now debugging this, and you're just gonna have to deal with that fact. So you're not meant to beat up the imp, as Van Whitman in chat? Well, I haven't been able to yet.
Have you done auto battles yet?
Yeah, it's better AI than you would expect, but it spends expendables, so it's not ideal.
Well, not ideal for the way you play.
The other thing is it can get sort of stuck and just repeat like the same move over and over again, even if it's not really doing anything. Wonder if anyone's used the term rebugging as glad in chat. Yeah, I can imagine like you revert a change that you thought was bad and then oops, not the case actually. So if the north room has a southeast. Okay. Oh my god, this is really tricky, actually. Wait. I'm gonna do the quick fix for now, and then do a real fix later.
Just hard code it for now.
Yeah. Just hard code that specific exit, says McLeod in chat. Not quite that level of hard coding, actually. Debug until midstream break.
Situation. Now hard code this one too. At some point, if you hard code every single exit, then you're just basically drawing it on graph paper.
I am performing something morally equivalent to drawing it on graph paper. This is just special right here. Debug stream, and I'm not even showing you what I'm debugging because it is not worth setting up.
This is what the viewers came here for.
This is the purpose of a Yawweasel stream, truly. God damn it. Wait. No. Okay, no, we're not fixing this now, actually, as it turns out. Yes.
Hooray!
Okay, anyway, we're playing a video game. Do a simultaneous stream on the dev channel without showing the game, says Speculad in chat. Brilliant. I have never defeated this imp. I'm actually going to start by stripping him down. Great. Oh, that's right, because nothing affected the imp. That's why I could never make any progress, because nothing affects the imp.
You gotta just attack him.
Gotta pillage his D.
He might just be immune to spells.
No, I tried a normal attack too, then in a previous universe. Well, that was pointless.
Oldman House.
His name is Oldman. It's just a name. Don't read too much into it.
What did that say? Aki Gumba.
It's his magic spell. Aki Gumba something. It's you know, he yells it out when he heals you. It's just a magic sequence of sounds. That's right. Yes, it's Blaze Oldman Pascal. We already they're all named for like scientists.
Huh.
Or historical figures, let's say. Some of them you would, even I mean, Blaise Pascal is was a mathematician, not a scientist. See, like now, I just got a second battle in this same room because I'm just trying to leave. Luckily, of course, the enemies in this area are weak and stupid. So shall we keep beating our head against the imp and not figuring out how to defeat it? I probably need to defeat it.
What happens if you run away?
I don't think I've tried running away against the imp, but generally when it's like you can only run away from random encounters, basically. Ooh, this sucks. Let's use my greatest beige fire. Tornado appears and swallows up everything, including you, including yourself. Oh, what? It didn't hit me. What?
Not that time. I bet it's a random thing based on like how skillful you are.
Oh, and the enemies attack each other. Just normal, just like the enemies are not on a team, basically, is the summary of it.
I like it, kinda.
Yeah, so there's a lot in like the battle system of this game that's actually really unique. I just don't know whether it's like good unique. I have trouble deciding whether it's good unique.
It seems like it should have existed in at least one game, and this is that game.
Fair enough. I like the spell effects are not causally related to the spells. It's always suddenly a tornado. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Use the beige fires out. Suddenly, a great tornado if it just for some reason. We don't know why.
Well, that explains why sometimes it hits you, because it's not actually you casting it. It's just you cast a random spell, and then sometimes a tornado happens to appear at the same time.
And just unrelatedly, a tornado shows up.
I'm skeptical that it ever actually hits you, because I have yet to see it.
Maybe it's like, because we did see it with Beige Fire 3, maybe when you get the highest level, you learn how to do it right, and it no longer hits you.
I could see that. Like, did you say sometimes a single target spell can also hit you?
Yeah,
like
and that's pretty rare, yeah.
I wonder if that's level 1 that misfires, and then level 2... Is level 2 also a single target?
Yes.
And then level 3 is multi?
Yes.
So my guess then is that level 1 and level 3 are the same as level 2 and 4, it's just that 2 and 4 don't hit you, and 1 and 3 do.
That would make a certain degree of sense. Do you take damage if it wipes them out first? Asks Jared in chat.
But he's also definitely hit them without wiping them out, and he didn't take damage.
Oh, I see what you're asking. Yeah. No, I don't think it's related to that. I imagine you could even, like, if you really managed to F it up, you could have everyone die. Okay. Broken bridge.
I assume you've done some Grindel grinding to get to this point level-wise?
No, not really. It's just that because you have essentially no punishment for failing, I just get as far as I get, and
you
then
just keep throwing your head against the wall.
Exactly.
Eventually
yeah.
you'll get past it.
I really didn't want to do it that way, but chat suggested, like, well, given that there's no punishment, just keep,
I was about to
beat your
say the
head
same
against
thing.
the
Like,
wall.
there's really no reason to grind in a game like that. It's just keep throwing yourself at it until it works.
Yeah. I mean, there's the punishment of you get sent back to, like, the starting area, but, you know, if you're just grinding to grind, then you're going to end up going back to the starting area anyway, so. Yeah. Which is the only place you can save. No great surprise there. Mana getting a little bit low, but that's because that was a ridiculous battle. Oy vey! Let me go! Let me move! Oh yeah, that's right. You're limited to 255 gold on top of everything else, and there are items that cost 250.
Wow. Okay, that's not great.
I need herb. Oh, and while eating the herb, another enemy showed up here, so now I get to fight it. God, let me move!
Okay, so I'm looking up on a walkthrough the magic, and specifically Beige Fire level 3 also hits the caster. None of the other Beige Fires do.
Right. Getting multiple encounters on the same screen is some rough design, says Jared in chat. I have gotten as many as 8. I have gotten up to 8 before being able to move to the next screen.
Fireball 3 also, yeah. So somebody that said level 3 spells, yeah. It looks like that's what it is.
I believe
Level
you
3
are the one that said that.
No, well, I said it because somebody else said it.
I see, okay.
Looking for it in chat.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, Speclad said it. Malo, just for your information, the level 3 spells will also attack you.
You look around, you can only see a simple path. It's a terribly steep ledge. Then why give me surround? Hit the surrounding. Okay. Cool. Southeast doesn't show. Super not broken in any way. Well, I'd better go, even though it's not following the left wall, I'd better go southeast first because my buggy mapper doesn't show it. I think I can just fight this. Apparently, it's a terribly steep ledge. Okay, here's the other spring. So there are 2 good springs and 1 Lamia spring, and I have no idea what to do with them. Have a doll. Have a ruby. Have a moon fragment. I'm not frustrated. This woman has a different forehead decoration, says Speclad in chat. I didn't notice that the forehead decorations were different, if that's even true. Just hit me that maybe it's not that Theo isn't human and that's why he didn't turn into a tree. Maybe he is a tree, albeit a very fast one, says Nettie in chat. So for anybody who doesn't remember the plot, Mr. Evil turned the entire population into trees, but there's no real explanation for why Theo wasn't turned into a tree. Maybe he was. Maybe he's just a really fast tree, an unusually fast
what about
tree.
Old Man and Shaman?
Are they also fast trees, presumably. There's a hole here, too.
It is so dark you can't see that it's a well.
Hit the hole. Swish. Don't hit it. Oh. So I think the map isn't completely consistent, but this is here. I'm going to verify that. This should be a spring. Yes, okay. Or I guess the map is consistent, but it's pulling a, like, Route 2 problem on me. Use light on the hole, as suggests Van Whitman. I don't have any light. There's nothing I can really do with it. Suddenly, just by coincidence.
That's what it's implying.
Well, we're gonna continue being annoyed by this map after the midstream break. I might try and fix the mapper properly during the midstream break. Well. Guess who kinda fixed it? Kinda. Officially, I have not gone this way yet, at least since I started mapping, although I have gone this way yet. Yes! No! Wow, I didn't kill... You poisoning jerk! And you recovering jerk! Oh my god, no! Let me progress! I demand progress! Oh my god! And Malo is not here to see the endless supply of enemies! Still thought this was midstream, says Ben Women in chat. Yeah, because this is sure funniness here. I am making with the funnies. I should, modify all my midstream break best bits so that I am using a different voice, just like pitch shifted or something. Speclad, Malo wasn't actually planning on staying around for Sword of Fire. He was here for Ultima. So, you know, he might show up again. Lightning 4. Neat. I'm level 16. I wish to live. I have 76 hoops now. No! Never, Van Whitman, never! Is this where I was? I guess it must have been. I don't think that I got confused. Oh yeah, okay. Front pagoda! The door is tightly closed. It's so tight you can't open it, just like doors are sometime. I have no idea what that means, Van Whitman. It won't open. Now let's fight this enemy in my way forever. I have lightning 4 now. Maybe there's a vacuum inside the pagoda, says Nettie in chat, not noticing that the door was like a grate. I don't know, could a vacuum be so strong and maintained so perfectly that it would hold a grate in that like that? I don't know, I guess so. It's a lot of vacuum. I need some herb. Van Whitman, if there is anything to be able to peer into the holes, then I ain't found it yet. The pale moonlight makes the pagoda seem very, very mysterious. I don't know why I'm putting that in all caps. Look at the moon! New crescent is in the sky. You may be able to touch it from the top of the pagoda. That makes perfect sense. Pale moonlight makes the pagoda seem very, very mysterious. Cool. Oh, you used Ruby, but nothing happened. It made a sound that made me think it was doing something. Hit pagoda, suggests Van Whitman. Perfect. Obviously, Van Whitman, if you get into a tall enough building, you can touch the moon. That is just a fact. You can't touch the moon from here. A very long stick. I can touch the moon with a stick. It just has to be real long. You recovering bastard. Just need to fold a piece of paper a whole bunch to reach the moon. It's easy, says Nettie in chat. You're definitely not mixing together any nonsense there. I love infinite enemies. Give me more enemies! Remember that old game To the Moon? Asks Van Whitman in chat. That, if I recall, the game called To the Moon I played was not particularly old. Fun. Oh my god, let me move! Video games! Maybe you need to fill the hole with dirt, suggests Van Whitman in chat. How? There's so little interactivity with this game. Lots of great suggestions if I had, like, if this was a text adventure game. No! I mean, there's obviously just some interaction I need to do with the springs that I haven't figured out. But I haven't even, like, finished mapping yet, so... Pile up dead Theos to reach the top of the pagoda, suggests Nettie. Oh. I'm done with actually fighting. I'm in escape mode now. Okay, so this did... Yeah, that got marked weird somehow. These things happen. I have not yet gone south from here. There's no more trees to talk to, asked Becklad in chat. Not that I've found. That's right, there's an overpass here. We will never know why it's called Beige Fire, Van Whitman. Too much mental energy has already been expended trying to understand that insane name. Wait, I want... This, that'll do. That'll kind of make it clear that there's an overpass happening, sorta. How do you get through the bottom part, asked Van Witman? I have never found my way to that bottom part yet. Unless it is just the area that I was at before, which is entirely possible, I guess. No, because you would think it would say from the other side that you're in an underpass. So this is the muddy area. What's the significance of that? I don't know. I don't know. There's something here. As you put your hand in the mud, you slip fully into it and get eaten by the mud. Hurt by 10 points. You barely escaped from Mud Place. You regret hitting it as the mud splashes back at you. Not mud, no. I'm actually going to go like this, just to give myself some room to actually do the mapping. How does he know the mud is bottomless if he escaped? Asked Nettie in chat. Fair enough. Fair enough. You're not wrong, question mark. So dark you can't see well, and this is just the other impy cave. Tell you what, actually, what I'm gonna do is stick it all the way over here. The dimly lit tunnel, you feel strange. I cannot cast light. Look at all that magic. Lightning, but not light. Shall we get killed by an imp? Let's at least do a little bit more mapping and then get killed by an imp. Okay. Ridge is out. What the? What did I do? Ridge is out. There we go. Nope, Kyle. I am suffering. Suffering is winning. Well, time to get killed by an imp. I like getting killed by imps. Hit! Oh no! Your fist grazed the rock, but you were supposed to hit it. The rock top was cracked and small pieces fell down from it. This is different. I definitely... Oh, I never tried to hit it. I just looked at it. Ah, it's only one small shining blue stone. Without thinking, you reach for it. Then you hear an eerie voice. I'll never forgive the one who stole my sapphire. Oops, suddenly Yeti appears behind you. What? It's like some exact sequence that caused a Yeti to show up. Really precise sequence of actions. 48. 48. And it decreases my agility by a ton. Perfect. Let me strip that Yeti. Yeah, strip him down. Now, I may as well attempt to pillage HP. I keep missing it. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive! You found Torbo, says Vedram in a chat. No! I'm dead. There's no way I survive this. Fireball should be good against a Yeti, right? I don't know. It's something. It's a number. Continue stripping the Yeti, I think, suggests Van Whitman. I don't know. The thing is, like, the strip spell, like, the effect against the enemy is good, but so often it's like it would take a long time to, like, make up for that, so to speak. Like, the lost damage potential, that is. I need to use herb. I'm dead. Well, at least I found something. Okay, let's go back to the Yeti. I know how to get there now. Torbo did something to Theo, suggests Van Whitman in chat. Look, let's not judge something. I love how the flying, flaming skull is one of the earliest and easiest enemies in the game. We were made to suffer, that it's our lot in life. Sun Tzu probably, says Kyle in chat. God, so true. didn't really mean to just look around the store. Kafka, not Sun Tzu. It's all the same. It's all the same, men, women. Oops, didn't really mean to buy some overpriced wheat. I'm supposed to be buying just tons of herb. Okay, I can't hold any more herb. How much herb am I allowed to hold? 7? What a weird number. Not 8? 7? Maybe... Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. No, of course it wouldn't be 8. It would be 7, yeah. So you get 3 bits? Okay. Shan! Okay, now we're going to go into escape mode so I can fight the Yeti as prepared as possible. Yeah, I've got something mismarked on my map. That's unfortunate. To be fair, flying flaming skulls are also the easiest enemies in Doom, says Kyle in chat. So, Doom stole the idea. Wait, I don't know the timeline. Actually, one of them stole from the other. I should have tried the other imp cave, see if hitting that rock did something. Great, I'm gonna have to waste some of my mana on these idiots. He just recovered when I hadn't done any damage yet. Cool, great. Wow, I managed to escape that group. That's quite surprising, actually. This guy came back for me, and then I escaped him again. Okay. We're back here. I've only got 3 hups to restore. How would you rank the various first-person dungeon crawlers you've played? Bard's Tale, Elder Scrolls, this game, Sleeping Cocoon, Phantasy Star. So, this is not at all the same style as those. The pseudo 3D and this are in completely different categories. Like, I have not had to map almost at all in this game, only this area, and I frankly didn't need to map. I just didn't quite, I didn't interact with it right, so I thought I was missing something. Hit, in quotes, for no obvious reason. Okay, time to get killed by a Yeti. Fireball 4, screw it. Really isn't that much damage. Let's try Beige Fire 2. Okay, I'm dead. 36. Yeah. I've made several critical errors here. I'm dead. Oh, I'm very dead. I'm doubly dead. I'm super dead. Maybe I should have stripped him more. Maybe I should have just used strip all over and over and over again. I'm gonna see what I can do with the other imp cave, because I didn't... I clearly didn't attempt the right things on the other imp cave, because I found an imp in both caves, and... yeah. Was the guide I found last time helpful at all? Asked Kyle. Ah, it was you! So, was it you that talked about, like, you find gold in this rock? That was so misleading, because you don't find gold anywhere. There are just some messages about, like, oh, I wonder if there's gold under this rock. Nope, no gold here. But then what you were quoting to me was suggesting there was actually gold somewhere. So, poor documentation. I like how the crystal ball always says you have a good future, even though you just died and had to be rescued by Oldman, says Unsingable in chat. Well, the fact that you can't die is a pretty good suggestion of a good future. Okay, so let's go here, and let's hit this rock. Okay. You just get imped. And then I die, because I have never managed to do anything against this imp. 20 damage with just a hit? Maybe that is how you do it. Jeez. Yeah, and my attack usually does nothing. Well, that was fun. Love wasting my time. Did I have a single successful battle between my last time talking to this idiot and this time? Am I wasting... I guess I had successful battles against the lowly nothings. A good future. Given the sheer amount of information they're stuffing into the password, I wonder if it has any sort of parity check or any sort of validation at all. It might be that literally any sequence is a valid password. I would say that's, you know, I'm hardly certain of that, but it seems quite possible. Okay, back to the Yeti. New strategy is immediately die. So let's see if I can strip all multiple times. Seems unlikely, but decrease by 1, decrease by 7, decrease by 9. I don't know, that might be doing something. Let's try really stripping the hell out of this Yeti. 6, 8, 1. Okay, three strips. Let's see if that's enough for me to really beat the shit out of him. Try messing with the password and become invincible. That's how I beat Toy Story 2 on the Game Boy as a lad, says Kyle in chat. So let's see how this does. 40, yeah, so that doesn't seem... however much you strip him, that spell is still devastating. And if he does it again, I'm now dead. I'm dead. He literally just had to do that twice and I die. What do I do? How do I live? Maybe I need to be level 18, 17, 18. I don't want to grind. I don't want to grind. Probably could have killed him there if you attacked instead of stripping, suggests Nettie in chat. Well, yeah, I mean, given that his most powerful move is not affected by the stripping, yeah, maybe I just need to stay on the offensive and not try to get clever about it. You know, I don't even need the map. Did not mean to eat that barley. Just wanted to get all of the keys onto the first screen. Seemed helpful to me. This is the Yeti's power stance. The Yeti is powerful. I mean, it is. According to the guide, you had to be level 16, but we all know how reliable the guide is, says Kyle in chat. I mean... I'm sure that it is just, you know, it's written by somebody who played the game, and that's the level he was at, and he was going, wow, it was really tough, so you'd certainly want to be at least that level. It's, you know, as expected. One hand behind his back is very funny to me. I don't think that 4 does better than 2, I think it just hits more. So I'm going to stick with Beige Fire 2. Yeah, just don't use your most powerful move and then I'll win. That's the real strategy. What? It's so random. It is. I've mentioned this before, but the whole thing is like everything hits really hard. Like you hit really hard and the enemies hit really hard. And so it can be so random who wins. It's just like, who goes first and did they use the right move? 19 gold, 50 experience. I get Sapphire. Now, what would I do with Sapphire? Nothing here. A folded turbo into a cone pizza, suggests Ben Whitman in chat. Oops. There we go. Well, let's go to one of the pools and attempt to use the sapphire there. What, Kyle? Okay, that's a spring. Really should take a hint for the sapphire, to be honest, isn't it? No! I mean, it's got to be either the pagoda or the springs. That's the Lamia spring. That's a normal spring. I think I'm technically closer to that spring. Try to escape. Fail to escape. If you stack all these gemeralds, maybe you can climb to the top of the pagoda, suggests Specklad in chat. God, that is so correct. Oh, the what was from me defeating the Yeti, I see. I mean, it didn't make any sense, but... Emerald in the spring, yeah, okay. Found a sapphire. Didn't really think that was gonna work, but, you know, have some grache. Have a doll. Well, you can't say I didn't try. Maybe use sapphire on the hole, suggests Van Whitman in chat. Sure, why not? Throw a sapphire into a hole. I was thinking something about, like, the moonlight shining through the sapphire, mumble nonsense. So you can look at the hole, Van Whitman, but all it says is it's too dark to see in. You think I haven't looked at the hole? Come on. No. And I can capture the moonlight to use it as a flashlight, Van Whitman, so that all makes sense. So the holes must mean something. No. Don't be tempted by logic. The holes don't have to mean anything. But the springs definitely have to mean something. Open that hole. Can you hit the stone again, suggests Specklad. I mean, I guess there's probably nothing stopping me, but I guarantee you it just makes an imp show up who then kills me. God, I would love to actually be able to move ever! That way. So this happens again. Nothing happens the second time. Nothing happens with the Smolston. Yeah, nothing else here, it would seem. Maybe for some reason at the place where the bridge is out, use the thing. I mean, I know the other side of this bridge is out bridge here, so it doesn't make any sense. I have looked at many Smolstons, Van Whitman, and I certainly looked at that Smolston at some point. But, I mean, I'm back here, so why not? Hit the rock, make a Smolston, look at the Smolston, and that's the other. Oh, right, that's this message. Gold nuggets are mixed with gravel. Oh, it's only a dream. Oh, maybe jump off the ledge, suggests Van Whitman. Don't I wish. I wish you could look at items in your inventory. Like, why do I care about this damned sapphire? What about the Improc, suggests Specklad in chat. I guess I'm gonna have to interact with the Improc eventually. The imp must mean something. Oops, did not mean to go north. You do not jump off the edge when you look at the ledge, Van Whitman. I've looked at many a ledge. This is not a Sierra game, so it's not like everything you attempt to do kills you. This way. And then this way. And then this way. The imp pops up. And I get killed by an imp. I shouldn't have come in with such low hups. Did I ever try pillage HP against an imp? I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. I'm dead. Yeah, nothing effects the imp. I'm dead. Goodbye. The imp sure kills you instantly. Could also try raising D, says Vegglad chat. I mean, that would let me move before the enemy. I didn't think about, yeah, the fact that things don't affect the enemy doesn't mean that you can't affect yourself. I didn't even raise my hups and mups before coming here. Listen carefully. There must be a pawn somewhere that reflects a person. Yeah, this is the same message. Just behind here, Van Whitman. If I just walk outside to the east, then that's the graveyard. Oh, okay. Is there a connection between imps and graveyards that I don't know? Okay, I was really hoping that might be a new message for no reason, but it was not. It was not. But imps aren't ghosts or demons. Imps are imps. Looks like a demonic imp. I think all imps look like demonic imps if they're, you know, properly impified. Let me think. I did only try... There are 2 pools that have Kamu's image in them. Plus there's the Lamia pool. So maybe I need to try the Sapphire on the other one. I only tried it on one. I mean, it's a just try everything on every object game. Oh my god, let me go, game! I'm begging you to let me move. Okay, so how do I get to the other pool? Is it this one? Yes, okay. So it's right near the entrance. I'd love to see an Angelic Imp, suggest Kyle, and Angelic Imp is just a cherub, suggest Nettie in chat. Oh. I mean, demons are just fallen angels, right? So, mumble mumble something, mumble mumble. Her head is different. Her head is different. That's not how it works, Van Whitman. There is no talk to. That's interesting, Van Whitman. So just to be clear, that altar is the first quote-unquote dungeon of the game. I just went there because I know that it also has that hint thing. So don't feel like that's necessarily connected. I would be a bit surprised if the solution is to use objects found in the last dungeon of the game back at the first dungeon of the game. Because this is a Japanese game, right? Ask Van Whitman in chat. I honestly don't know, but I think it is. Open hole. It is a hole. Still haven't found a use for the moon fragment either. So what does... Okay, the spring that's to the east is the real spring, because her head is adorned differently, whereas the Lamia and the other springs' heads are adorned the same. Can I do anything with that observation which may or may not be true? This is the only one where she looks different. She has a different head adornment. Maybe I use her key? It doesn't have a keyhole. What is the thing in her head, then? Are they even the same creature? We know that one of them is Camus. That's all we know. The crosshairs is Veclad. Yep, she is about to be shot. And when you hit the fountain, it just blurs away. Then it can come back again. Do I use recover against her? Or against on her? No, don't even really have the choice. Speculate, that's just your stats screen. I mean, I'm not willing to consult GameFAQs, but if somebody can give me a hint, maybe I need to talk to the trees again. Fair enough, Van Whitman, but there aren't a lot of trees in this area. Is there any other way of using objects beside use? Asked Kyle. No. Use is the only way to get objects or to interact with objects. Look is only things in the area, so is open, so is hit. You need to go way back with the sapphire. There's your hint, says Nettie in chat. Like there's actual per se backtracking. ShamWow, what do you have to say about a sapphire? Nothing. Was there somewhere here that seemed lacking of a sapphire? I'm going back to the altar. I just can't imagine there's anything to do here. Well, maybe I'll at least talk to ShamWow first. I have something vital to tell you. I can tell you the sort of... Oh, you already told me that. Sort of missed the thing that calls for a sapphire, says Nettie in chat. Great. The trees talk, Van Whitman. The trees talk. The trees talk. It's all fine. The trees talk. His name is ShamWow. See, I'll demonstrate to you that the trees talk. Here's some trees. Here's a stupid bullshit enemy. Wait. Okay, I have another thought. Bit, I beat Savage Empire. That was the plan, Bit, but then I accidentally beat the game instead of being there for decades. So, I got the ruby from the thingy here, from the organ. Therefore, stick a sapphire in there. That follows, right? Right? Boy, I would love to be able to walk anywhere and just, like, move and make progress. No, didn't really think so. What's across the pipe organ? Asked Van Whitman in chat. I don't know what that sentence means. You mean like in the opposite, across from the pipe organ, the graveyard? You just go outside and then you're in the graveyard. The musician is across the pipe organ, says Bit in chat. You're so right. Pawn the sapphire for cash, says Speculate in chat. But I can't even carry more than 255 cash anyway, so... I really do feel like I have used up this area. Oh my, this sucks. This sucks! The battle frequency is genuinely unacceptable. Like, even fast motioning through battles, it gets so boring. Yeah, they're just saying the same things they always said. I'm not going to talk to every tree again. I'll talk to this tree again. Great. I guess I'm not at all convinced that I've done everything I can with ShamWow's area. ShamWow's stupid bullshit area. Just dive over a waterfall. Honestly, you're never gonna figure out the sapphire thing on your own, says Nettie in chat. I mean, I could go to literally every screen in the game and click use sapphire. I have played try everything on everything games before. I've forgotten, did we talk to the trees around Camus' gate? Asks Biscuit. I feel like I probably did. Let me, get the map I'm not even using out of the way. The thing that's really annoying about talking to the trees is that they don't... Like, there's some of them that don't talk to you until you've achieved something, but there's no way of knowing or remembering which those... Well, I mean, there's a way of remembering which those are. You could write it down, but there's nothing in the game to suggest to you which tree hints you've already heard and which you haven't. Nope, nope, bit. Biscuit is biscuit. I actually said what was written there. Oops, that was not the direction I wanted to go. I just wanted to get another enemy in my way. Yeah, old messages. And I don't think that there were any trees, like, right at this entrance. I think there are trees in the graphic, but there weren't trees in the actual, like, you couldn't talk to them. Like, there's a tree there, but I'm almost positive that was not a talkative tree. You can look at grass, bitch. You can't touch grass. Yeah, see, in spite of the fact that there is clearly a tree there, there is only a ledge there. Just trying to think if there's anything obvious that I've missed. Well, then give me a damned hint. You can give me a hint as long as it's not just straight up giving it away. You don't use things on things, Bit, so you can't use it on your face. I think this involves exploring a path that you had previously walked away from, says Speclad in chat. I mean, I've mapped out Camus' domain, the cave in Martel's domain. I was thinking, like, there's probably other things that can be done with this cave, but I was also thinking, like, a lot of this is probably just... Like, it's just intended to be, cryptic, because it was supposed to be, like, you know, a maze. I mean, I guess I never did anything with the skull door, did I? It just killed me, or attacked me. There's another dungeon-like area that you forgot, says Speclad in chat? What? I mean, there's the well. Now, I guess I'm not completely confident that I fully explored the well. Oops, really shouldn't have attacked this one. Oh my god, I hate this! The battle frequency is unacceptable! Oh my god! 3 battles just trying to walk north so far. I did it! I walked north. Oh my god! Oh my god! Everything's abandoned, Van Whitman. All the people have been turned into trees. So the answer to is it abandoned is always yes in this area. Look at the well. Open the lid. Enemy appears. Not gonna bother fighting things right here. Pretty sure I couldn't go this way, right? Yeah. It's nice that none of the people were stood in the road when they got cursed in Speclad in chat. Yes. I believe that this is a mimic chest over there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I demand freedom. Yeah, I want to say this is a mimic chest. Kyle, this is not progress. This is me looking back over an area I've been to before. It's crazy how many monsters fit on one ladder, isn't it, in chat? What an excellent point. I'm fairly certain this is where I found the doll. In regret, it's empty. I'm going to mark this as doll ? Because I am merely fairly certain that that's where I found the doll, not completely certain. Oh my... This place is absolutely lousy with enemies. Oop. Not even bothering with the lowest level enemy in the game at this point. Okay, this is bullshit. Yeah, I don't really remember the well being all that complicated, but since nobody said no when I started exploring the well, vis-a-vis the sapphire, I'm taking it that I'm supposed to be here. Hey, level 17. Arctic. Oh, is that the Arctic blast spell the Yeti did? Seemed pretty good. Oh, wait, leave me alone. Let me actually mark the exits here. Why? It's bullshit. I don't know why I keep looking at the chest. Cool, thank you. Yeah, this is all feeling pretty familiar. Oop, did not mean to go that way. Nothing to see here. A light shines from above. I do remember that message. Seems to be the well exit, and then I never did anything with that because, like, what am I supposed to do with that? And I got something in this chest, but I already got it. You now have a spell that throws a group of ticks on the enemies in an arc, says Kyle. I do not get the joke. You can, in fact, go up, says Specklad. Oh, and then I've got to look at the ivy, and then it'll say, oh, you can climb it. Ivy looks strong. You can climb up by using it. Should you climb up the ivy? Climb up, not climb up. I know this game was not made in America because the English is real bad. You got sight of well. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk to the trees there. This is a strange place to find a gravestone, standing alone among the trees. Prince, there's a narrow path beside me. Have you noticed? Right, but I do not want to go that way. That'll take me back into the graveyard. The narrow path is almost missing. The grass is deep and smells of menace. Letters are carved in it. Brave swordsman Poliniak, the Polish yak, sleeps here. He once fought the darkness. Suddenly a gust of wind shook the tree leaves. Then Poliniak's ghost appears. Oh, it's my sapphire crystal teardrop. Oh, that is a very stupid sequence of words. It's my sapphire crystal teardrop. Hurry, use it quickly. Swordman disappeared after finished talking. Oh, you got the sapphire back! Such a jewel shall not exist in this world! As the swordsman spoke, the sapphire became a blue drop. It already was, but whatever. And then it splashed away. Oh, like a drop of water, okay. Van Whitman, I could have gotten here a long time ago, I just didn't figure that out, and so I missed all of the dialogue that he was probably supposed to give me to say, like, there's a magic sapphire, blah, 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 but because I already had the sapphire, it didn't tell me. So if I had figured out to go here in the first place, I'm betting it would have been a lot clearer. Prince Theo! In thanks, I give you the platinum armor I once wore. It will surely protect you. Get the platinum and wear it. I'm sure you can break through the darkness. Please do your best for us both. As its speech ended, the swordsman vanishes. Real polite of me to call him it. So, like, this entire area I could have gotten to, like, 2 streams ago, and I just missed it. I just didn't see it. If people miss this, how would anyone know? Asked Ben Whitman. You wouldn't. You wouldn't know. It's just standard game bullshit. Oh, that's down the well. Okay, oops. I did not want to go back down the well, actually. That's some nasty armor he was buried in, it says Nettie in chat. And they didn't have anything to prevent it from, like, rusting and such, so pretty bad. This will take me into the graveyard. Yep. So often there are these areas like this. Oh, you can't pass that way, but you can pass another way. Okay. But all I got was the platinum armor. That doesn't seem necessary. I haven't actually made progress. No, it just clicked. I did all of that, and I didn't actually need the platinum armor. It's just... maybe I do. Maybe for no obvious reason... You must have the platinum armor. Nettie says it was optional. Speculad suggests maybe now I can fight the imp. But even if I can, it'll just be about being a high enough level. It won't be about, you know, like the platinum armor will help, but it won't have been mandatory. Oh wait, definitely should have saved. Became a grave robber technically, says Van Women in chat. You're damned right. I'm back to, I have no idea what to do. I genuinely have no idea what to do. I'm gonna attempt to fight the imp and get killed by the imp just for giggles, yeah. Only because, like, it and the pools and the pagoda that isn't a pagoda are all that's here for me. Who needs maps? Well, he's hitting me a lot less hard than he did before, it would seem. That platinum armor... Oh, no, that's right. He used lightning before. Oh, yeah. It's just as bad. I will still die in just a moment. What's on page 4? Oh, it's not there's another page. It's just that it happens to exactly line up. Yeah, steal my gold. I don't give a shit about that. Basically, if he just doesn't use the outlandishly powerful spells, then I could kinda be fine, maybe eventually. Let me raise my D. Oh, still not faster than the imp. And I can never hit him! I'm dead. I guess I could try it, Biscuit. I've tried several spells and none of them have ever hit him. Everybody wants me to try Arctic on the imp. Okay, let's go get Arctic by the imp. It doesn't matter if it slows... So it definitely does, Biscuit. We've had it used on us, but it doesn't matter if it slows the target since it will never hit the imp, ever. I'm experiencing fun. I'm having fun. This is fun for me. I don't know why I'm escaping even the lowest level enemies now. Like that's pretty wussy. Let's just fight the moths. Exactly, Unsingable. Gotta get back that 12 gold the imp stole from me, and who cares about the 21 gold it took me to recover? That hurt its agility and hit it. So Arctic does seem pretty good. He's still pretty powerful. What's the difference between agility and dexterity? I have tried many times, and I'm dead. I've tried many times, Van Whitman, but I've never managed to hit it with Strip All. It takes so long to walk here, and then the imp always kills me in 2 to 3 turns. It takes so long to get there just to die. I'm not even convinced that you have to kill the imp. I think the imp is just an optional enemy. There's got to be something with the pools. Whatever you're supposed to do with the pools, I just haven't figured it out. The pools are some kind of bullshit puzzle. In this game, agility influences magic damage and dexterity influences physical damage, as Unsingable in chat. What? So this is the one spring where the head looks different. And thank y'all for pointing that out, because I was never going to notice that. Grache never did anything. I don't even have the sapphire anymore. I did have a look into the spring. Agility equals magility, says Specklad in chat. Oh. I would love to piss in the pond, Van Whitman, but there is no piss button. I think I have killed the Lamia. Oh, here's a thought. Here's a thought. Here's a thought. Now we know. Now we know. So while I have killed the Lamia, I didn't look into the pool again afterwards. Is she impressed by your platinum codpiece, asks Kyle in chat? I hope so. So I don't think I ever bothered to try looking at the fountain again. Because it doesn't do anything. Welp, so much for that thought. Hit it again, suggests Van Whitman. Fair enough. Yeah. It's actually the same message, which is super weird. No, I think this one is just a trap. It's just a Lamia. It's just there to make you go, ugh, Lamia. South of here is one of the very few dead ends in this area. Oh, I guess it's not really a dead end. It connects this way, doesn't it? Yeah, never mind. Guess you have to grind up and defeat the imp, says Specklad in chat. I really don't think you have to defeat the imp. Somebody did warn us about the imp, but just to tell us that it would steal our money. You can't... So, Kyle, you can't use battle magic outside of battle. You can only use these outside of battle. I would love to be able to walk around. That's 3 battles in a row in this direction. The imp really is the only thing around here that feels interactable at all. I mean, I've done this all many, many times. Oh, that was pointless. I killed the Yeti, but that was just to get the sapphire. That whole side quest was probably optional. The imp is completely impossible. I should have used RecMed there. No, I shouldn't have. I should have waited until I actually knew how much HP I'd recovered before casting it again. Otto will figure it out. Listen, Otto will figure it out just fine. Otto never goes wrong. Otto is perfect and always does the right thing. Otto will figure this out. Watch Otto win. Why does Lightning 4 only do 18 suddenly? I didn't do anything so interesting. Now I'm dead. Probably. Not quite. Now I'm dead. Here it is. Thanks, Otto. All we have to interact with is the imp. Otto lasted longer than you did, points out Speckland. All we have to interact with is the imp, the pools, and the... Well, I hesitate to even call the pagoda something that I can interact with, since I can't interact with it. Speckland suggests that I'm going to have to raise my D a lot more to have any hope of winning. I mean, given that that's the only thing that ever hits it, does seem like a distinct possibility. Okay, let's try like a really pessimist strategy. Pessimism is the solution. I mapped this area, Kyle, so I definitely explored everywhere. Well, I mean, define explore. Because sometimes you just need to look at the right object or something. Let's raise my D just as far as it'll go. Yes, focus on stealing my gold. Utterly pointless. Strip doesn't work at all against this enemy, Van Whitman. Strip is a complete waste of time. Good lord. Maybe he has mana. Maybe if I just wait until he cannot use spells anymore. I'm gonna raise my D one more time. So I'm gonna heal anytime I'm under 70. Except I'm already dead. Oh wow, I lived once again, just barely. I have not done any damage to the enemy yet. I mean, that 16 damage was the most I've done against this enemy in quite a while. All he does is use, like, the most devastating magic in the game. That left me at 3. That left me at 3. Specklad, the reason I was raising my D is to hit harder, which is why I did 16 damage. Though you could easily be right that I should really be focused on living rather than damaging. I did 2 damage. I did 2 damage. I ain't using an herb this time round, Van Whitman. I'm not even wasting it. You need the damage and live, says Nettie. Oh. I'm dead. I fucking hate this. This is only acceptable if the imp is a completely optional enemy. And I'm not at all convinced that the imp is mandatory. I can easily believe that the imp is a completely optional enemy. I'm experiencing fun. Tell you what, Nettie, wait until I lose against the imp this time, and then tell me if the imp is optional. I want to force myself to fail against the imp one more time. Okay, let's raise my S then. Wait, it decreased the stamina? Aspect lad in chat. It didn't. It did. Theo stamina has been decreased. I guess I should have read. I'm going to assume that's just like a translation typo. Why would the spell decrease my stamina? I'm dead. I'm not dead. I lived. Theo is really bad at casting Raise S, says Nettie in chat. He would have to be to actually lower his stamina. I've just cast Rec Med 3 times in a row. And I'm going to cast it 4 times in a row. Nope, maybe not. I'm having fun. Maybe I really do need to raise my D and my S. I mean, that is doing a lot less damage, I think. I don't think I'm imagining that. There's no way I would have been taking that little damage. But that's still doing 36 points, so no push. It's just like luck of which spell he uses. That's it. That's whether I live. Which spell does he use now? And this is whether I live or not. I'm dead. 53? How about I do despair, Oldman? How about I do despair? I would prefer to despair, actually. Where is the despair option? Maybe it really does decrease your stamina, says Nettie in chat. We just punch this old man several times. So, Nettie, I did say that once I lost against the imp this time, you could tell me whether it's optional or not. The imp is not optional. The imp is not optional. The imp is not optional. Hey, everybody, the imp isn't optional. The imp is not optional. I don't know why I'm escaping the first level enemies again. Especially since I'm not. Oh my, let me move! This is the 4th in a row! It's very not optional. Boy, Kyle's getting quite the delay over there on YouTube. What's the reasoning that it isn't optional? Asked Van Whitman in chat. Nettie knows the game. Nettie has... I think Nettie has played the game, or did Nettie read a guide? I don't recall which. Van Whitman, you imagine this game explains anything? Don't be ridiculous. Probably the imp will drop some item that it turns out is like the best. Yeah, it doesn't affect imp. The imp will drop the imp killing toolkit, says Specklight in chat. Yeah, Arctic is the only spell I have that I have ever managed to hit it with, so... better than nothing, I guess. I mean, dropping his magility is good. And that's actually hitting him harder than anything else I've managed to hit him with. Honestly, the imp's face would make a good thumbnail, says Kyle in chat. I mean, it's the only thing I'm ever going to see in this game, so... you spend half the game looking at that face. Why did I get to go first? Does agility also affect when it goes, like agility would? Nope. Just a coincidence. It's just the usual thing. It's just the usual thing. Like every you and the enemies both hit too hard, and so it's just like who lives longer. 12 gold. This battle increased your experience 39 points. Please forgive me. I'll never steal another thing again. With a loud cry, Imp, not the Imp, quickly ran away. Oh, he dropped a letter there. What could be written there? You open the letter and read. Dear Camu from the Swamp Master Mudman, I'm not really so bad. Due to my ugliness, I had no other choice. I had to do it this way to get my hands on you, as I am so ugly. As you have the Dabbler. Only you can speak to me from now on. Wait for me at the quiet spring reflecting your beautiful face. It's terrible. If you don't save Camu soon, it'll get much worse. Swamp Master Mudman? Right, the enemy is in the swamp near the cave. I know where that is. I am going to save in slot 1 because we're just going to load from this save slot next week and make progress. I don't accept the imp. I don't accept the imp. I don't accept it. I don't accept it. Stream over.